Zach, first of all, congratulations. Secondly, what have the last 40-odd hours or so been like for you, this whirlwind, now that you're back stateside?
Well, I think you just said it. It's been a whirlwind. It's been awesome. I mean, it's literally, there's moments throughout the day where I'm just kind of like, what really happened? Did that really just happen? That kind of thing. And then reality sets in, and I have a kid next to me and trying to pull at me and wrestle me or what have you. So, but it's been great. I mean, the congratulatory notes coming in, text, social media has been overwhelming. It's just been, obviously a dream realized, and now that I'm back home, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're pretty emotional, and understandably so, in the minutes after that win, and some of it might have been the Tom Rinaldi effect, but what was the overwhelming feeling in that moment?
Yeah, well, I try to play emotional golf, meaning I just try to take it out when I'm playing, and then evidently it kind of starts to bottle up, and then once things have culminated and gotten to that point, it just starts to come out, and you can't help it. Obviously, it's just natural, and obviously Tom did a great job of. He always asks proper, poignant questions, and he got right to me, and I can't. I don't even know really what I said. I have not yet gone back and watched it, but I will tell you, obviously, it means a lot. It means a great deal to me. I think in moments like that and those kind of situations, things do start to come into perspective, and things just kind of focus in, and we see it in other athletes. I think just the true nature of what they are kind of comes out, and evidently I might be a little bit of a slobbering mess at times.
We'll blame it on Rinaldi. Let's go ahead and do that. And you mentioned emotional golf, and that's why what we saw from you after that birdie putt on 18 on Monday, that was a bit of a flare from you, and we don't usually see it. What happened on that putt?
Well, first of all, I had a great read. I don't know what it was, 25 to 30 feet probably, and I remember seeing my line. I'm like, well, I got the line. I just make sure you get it there. It is a little bit downhill, but on those greens, you just in those situations, you're kind of like, man, you get so caught up in what line to hit it rather than the speed, and that's really all it was. And I hit a good putt on Sunday at the John Deere Classic the week prior, and it lipped out to get into the playoff. And I'm like, what, if I make this, you never know what could happen. And my speed was the focus. It caught the right side of the hole, and clearly the rest is history.
Now, you weren't the only one showing some emotion after that putt. Your caddy, Damon Green, has achieved some celebrity status because the way he celebrated. The bird dance that he did has gone viral.
Right.
What's your relationship like with him?
Well, our relationship runs deep. I mean, I think one of my peers, I think it was Phil, that said it best. I mean, outside of our wives, we probably spend the most time with our caddy. I mean, truthfully. He's a great friend, first and foremost. He's a guy that I rely on, I trust, and I think that's mutual. He's a great player in his own right. So I have someone that really knows the game, the idiosyncrasies of the game, and certain situations, what to say, what not to say, and he obviously knows my game. So he's a huge ingredient as to what I'm trying to do, and certainly a big part of my team. And, that's his prerogative. I love my boy D. If he wants to throw the chicken dance out there, so be it.
All right, of course, the storyline for the better part of the 3 days, it turned into 4 days really to play 3 rounds, was what Jordan Spieth was going for, the golf history there on that stage. And you were kind of candid about it on the Herd yesterday, saying, I know most people were probably rooting for Jordan. Why do you feel that way?
Well, I mean, he's on the brink of doing something that we haven't seen in a long time, and who knows what it could have done past that point. He's playing phenomenal golf, essentially in contention every week he plays, and if not winning. I can't comprehend the position he was in because I haven't been in it. I've never won Augusta and the U.S. Open back to back. But the best part of Jordan, and why I think everybody probably was in his corner to a degree, is because of who he is and how he conducts himself. I mean, he's just a great player, certainly, but he's a better person. So, I'm a huge fan. I want to win. I want to compete against the best, and it just so happens that, I caught one of the best players at this point on a good stretch, and I feel blessed to come out on top.
Now, it's not just that you've won 2 majors. You've won the Masters and now you've won the Open, but where you've won them on some hallowed ground here in this game. It literally, the birthplace of golf. When that sinks in for you, what's your reaction to what you've done and where you've done it?
I mean, I'm humbled by it, and certainly just overwhelmed with, like you said, the history of the game, the tradition of the game, how it was formed, invented, the birthplace of it, what have you, and then obviously Augusta National. We all know what that's all about. So, 2 places that, as you said, are probably the most hallowed grounds in the game, are arguably in sports to a degree. So, I mean, to be a part of that, at least a small part of that in history and in this great game, is tremendous. And what a game it is. I mean, it provides so many great opportunities, and I just feel lucky to be able to play it for a living.